Hey guys, how's it going? It's me again, and today I wanted to talk about rich kid syndrome. And you know, it may seem kind of obvious, but what is rich kid syndrome? Rich kid syndrome is, in my opinion, uh, when a formerly wealthy person still acts as if they were wealthy and refuses to, change their habits or expectations to reflect their um newfound status, wealth status or socioeconomic status. Um and I'm talking about this because my dad has it, and the principal side effect of this is that you don't know how to manage money. My dad didn't and still doesn't know how to manage money, guys. Um and I've explained this a billion times, but he was born into a wealthy Guatemalan family. Um It's funny, one story he told me is that when he was 6 years old, his first wristwatch was a maybe $200 Timex. And at that time, the Guatemalan quetzal was pegged directly to the U.S. dollar, so they were equivalent. Um, So yeah, it was like a $200 or $300 in 1961, brothers and sisters. Um, that was his first rich wristwatch, guys. And then when he was like 10 or 12, he got a Rolex, guys. He got a Rolex. What the heck? So this is what this is the wealth we're talking about. Certainly not like the upper uber wealthy that have like movie theaters in their houses and stuff like that, but enough that that a 10 or 12 year old can get a Rolex um as a birthday gift and have multiple of them throughout his life. But I mean, my grandfather was in the military, so he also regularly went to the range. I think he might have even had a range like built near or on either my grandparents or great grandparents' property, guys. Um if not, he would regularly go to the range. But anyway, yeah, and occasionally he would go to live with or I think he may have even spent most of his childhood living with my great grandparents, and they spoiled the heck out of him, bro. Like, he tells me stories, or he has told me stories of being in like the late 60s and early 70s, and my great grandparents, my great grandfather was involved in the Guatemalan government a lot, and that being the case, he would have to travel quite a bit, and that travel included travel to the United States of America. Now, he couldn't really speak English all that well, but he knew enough English to hold like a decent conversation, and like to be able to buy stuff. And my dad would explain to me, like, if he wanted like a new, Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin record, he would just like ask his granddad, which is my great grandfather, and he would buy it for him. No questions asked. And he had a huge collection, guys. like like and of course he was chunky, so he had a lot of food, guys. He was literally obese. And so, like, now that my dad depends on charity from people due to all his medical conditions, because he didn't take care of himself, he partied, like, he's still picky. He still thinks he's a rich kid. He refuses to eat a lot of the food that they um give him, like, through, I'm not sure what programs it is, but some programs, right? And, like, guys, sometimes I can't believe it, and it's like, literally, bro, you have nothing, you don't work, you have housing from a charity, and you're literally here saying, no, I don't like the food that they leave me, I'm not gonna eat it, bro. Like, what the heck is that, bro? Only a rich kid would still act like that, bro. Like, you're not rich anymore, dog. Get real. Anyway, yeah, and so what is the solution to this syndrome? Well, the solution is to, like, if you're wealthy, don't give in to your kids' every wishes, and if you can, get yourself and them financial advisors so that they learn to manage their money well. And when we lived with my dad, he would spend his earnings on, like, cigs and snacks and stuff. Absolute. And he would buy things from Sam's Club, and, like, the thing is, stuff from Sam's Club, it's only cheaper if you take advantage of economies of scale. No, unless you have like 10 kids, bro, it's not worth it to buy in bulk from Sam's Club. The per unit cost only becomes a factor after a certain number of people are gonna eat a food or use a certain ingredient, right? That's with the presupposition that you can take advantage of those economies of scale. But anyway, yeah, if you're watching this and you're wealthy, get yourselves and your kids financial advisors, because you don't want to end up like my dad. That's what I have to say, guys. Thank you very much.